Hey, Professor. So I'm not really sure how to start this video or what details to go into it, so I'll just start from the beginning. I lived in Arkansas for the first 4 years of my life after being born in Colorado. I moved from Colorado to Arkansas like 6 months after birth, and then moved to Folsom, California between the ages of 4 and 5. My mom's always been really religious. My dad has been religious but doesn't really like partake in going to church or I haven't seen him go to church in the last 10 years probably. He used to a little bit when I was a kid. So my mom would have me and my brothers and my older sister go to Sunday school and to church, and I went to like a Christian preschool and stuff, so I was definitely raised in the church, at least a little bit. Like, we didn't always have to go to church, but my mom tried to go to church every Sunday, so if my dad would go, the rest of us would go too. And then continued to go. Middle school came, joined in the youth group that we had at Oak Hills Church in Folsom. My older brother was a part of it. My older sister was a part of it. My little brother went up into it once he got into middle school, and met some really cool people, met some friends that I really enjoyed. But then got into the 8th grade, got into a little bit of trouble at the summer camp with some of the kids that I became friends with at the youth group, and we were at like a youth summer camp, and we just like were behaving recklessly and stuff like that. And so that kind of like went to the church camp, like got kind of turned off by the whole situation. Like, I didn't really enjoy like how I was being treated from it and stuff like that, which sounds kind of whiny. So then like it was whiny, and like that's not really like the person that I want to be, I guess. And so high school came around. Like, some of my friends that went to youth group like switched schools to a different high school and stuff like that, and so when I got into high school, like I played football competitively, like took up all my time. Like all my best friends from high school like were on the football team, and none of them really went to church. So like I didn't really feel the desire to go to church, and like I just felt like this, like I wasn't really like probably one of the best kids of all time. Like I partook in behaviors that probably wouldn't be like super approved of by most church people. So I just felt like I would be judged going in there, and like had this like idea about the like who went to church and like what they thought of like people, just like in that judgmental fashion. Like, everybody who went to church, I thought, would just like judge anybody else around them, even though like the number one, like that was me judging the people that I thought would be judging me without ever getting to meet them or talk to them. So it's just like a double cycle of badness there, I guess. So my entire high school life, like I don't think I went to church once, like didn't go to my high school group once, like just kind of like excommunicated myself from being there, and like didn't really want to spend any time. And then I actually met this girl that I work with at Chick-fil-A in my maybe like after like my freshman year of college, where I was going to a junior college at FLC, and she was like super religious, like super cool girl, like got me excited to go back to church. So I went for a little bit, and then I just didn't really feel a connection to the church that she like brought me to, so like I went back to my own church. My older brother has been trying to get me to come to church, because he's been like religiously going to men's group and volunteering at youth group and going to church on Sunday mornings, and I just like tried to ignore all that. So I finally like asked my brother, like after just like some crazy stuff happened in my life, that like I just felt pulled back in by God. Like, went to a church service at Bayside and like heard just like in a really amazing service that like got me excited. I mean, it just felt like I was like meant to hear, like God like definitely reached down, and he's like, hey, like I can't keep trying to pull you back forever, but like he like definitely pulled me then, and it like has had me roped in since then, which has been really cool. So I started going to church. Now I actually volunteer at my own church, like lead some small groups with the senior boys in high school. So that's awesome. And then, yeah, like the whole reason I actually went to Jessup, like I had never thought, I know you wanted us to put in like why we came to Jessup. So like I had never even thought about going to Jessup, like didn't really even know what this school was. Did 2.5 years at FLC, applied to Sac State, got accepted. And then literally like I checked my school email that I got accepted with at Sac State and realized that I missed the intent to enroll date because like I submitted my upper division business application and they denied it like 10 days later, and I was like, oh, that's weird, like why did that happen? So I went back and checked and I had missed like the enroll date, so that was pretty sad. But then like I was talking to a coworker actually that came to Jessup after going to Sac State and like fell in love with Jessup, said it was amazing, like all the people were awesome, like no wait list for classes, like the teachers all care about you and stuff like that. So I called them the next day, set up like a tour, came to the tour, thought it was awesome. Like they accepted me for the spring semester like immediately, and just like got in and got rolling, and like everything she says is true. Like all the teachers are awesome, like the students are awesome, like the classrooms are awesome. I love it here, and I just feel like amazingly blessed that like somehow, for some reason, some way, like I missed the intent to enroll at Sac State, and like God just kind of like led me here. Like I took the tour and just like knew this was where I was supposed to be. Like sat in on like a chapel service. Like I literally just like felt God's like peace like come over me and say like, hey, like this is where you're supposed to be. And then I actually had like doubts like the semester after, and then like I just went to chapel on the first Monday night and just like felt that same peace like roll over me again, and then I knew like this is definitely the place I'm supposed to be. So yeah, that's my story. Yeah, thanks for watching.